Hello and welcome to another review. My name is Daniel Gibson. Today we are talking about Unbroken. This movie stars Jack O'Connell. The movie Unbroken follows his character Louis, who is this great man. He has the highs and lows of life. We see him, he's a soldier in the military for the most of the portion. We see him in World War II. He just goes through such highs and lows in his life. He's an Olympic athlete. He's a part of an immigrant family, and we see him kind of go through all these phases of life, and we see his family and him. And this movie does a great job at that, absolutely, of just making you care for this character, and he was a huge part of it. I think he really just struck he just embodied this character is what I should say. He absolutely, when you watch him in this movie, you're just captivated by how strong this guy is. We see him go through, he's in this plane and crazy things going on, and stuff's exploding and people are getting shot, and you watch him and he just stays completely focused. He's moving on through the task, and you see that he's one of those guys who just has it together and understands under pressure how to act. We see him go from this kid who's kind of on the wrong side of the tracks, and then just kind of realize that, if he can, as it says in the movie, if I can take it, I can make it. And he just goes through and, goes from that to being an Olympic athlete and to this soldier and to just doing really awesome things. We watch this movie and he as you see in the commercials, their plane gets shot down, and we see this struggle and these things happen, and his will to survive, and not just to survive himself, but to keep those around him going. And I think you see multiple times to where he's in a situation where where most of us would fold, and he stands strong, and he stands boldly in the face of what's in front of him and just does not waver. I think that's really cool. This movie has a really cool aspect too, in that it really doesn't hide the fact that this guy, the real person that this story is based off of, was a Christian. Not in the portion of the movie we are seeing. I don't want to make you think you're going to go in and it's going to be a very spiritual movie, but there's a point in the movie where he says, and it's in the commercial, so I'm not going to hesitate to say it, is just that if you get me through this, I'll give my life to you. And I like how they said that there, and then kind of echo back to that later. And if you watch the movie, you'll see what I'm talking about. But it's really good. The movie's brutal a lot of times, though. This guy, he's this decorated athlete, decorated soldier, and all these things, and you really see him come face to face with great temptations and great things about him, and things that would crush a normal person. And you see him become a rallying point for his soldiers around him and the people who are in prison with him in these camps. There's an interesting relationship between him and the bird, and he's the head of the camp, and I think you'll see that if you watch the movie. And I just really enjoyed this movie. My complaints about it are very few, and they're kind of vague because I really don't know how to put it into words. When I watched this movie, it was really good. I think it was a really good movie, and the thing was, there's just something about it that doesn't make it a great movie, and it's hard to put your finger on. It's got great characters, great story. It's a very well shot movie. I mean, there was just something missing, and as I watched it, I felt like it was a little slow at times. It's not a crazy fast-paced movie. It's actually kind of slow, but don't get me wrong there too. I wasn't bored at any point during the movie. I was pretty, interjected. I was pretty excited. You're pulled into the story, and I didn't feel like it was lagging. Like, come on, let's go. But it just wasn't. It wasn't fast by any means. On the parental guide side, it was pretty clean. There was only a couple curse words that I caught, at least. There is a slight bit of nudity in the movie, and that was whenever they're in this camp and they're stripped down, and you see him and another guy, and they're stripped to they're stripped completely naked, and you see their backside, and you see some stuff in the front, but no full frontal nudity or anything like that. But something to be knows about it. It wasn't anything of a sexual way or anything like that. It was more just to show the humiliation that this man felt. And there is brutality in the way he's treated from the Japanese soldiers and stuff, but all in all, a pretty darn clean movie. My recommendation is this. I would give this movie a 6.5 out of 10. I think it's a fantastic movie. Just missing a little bit. Definitely worth to see in theaters, on Blu-ray, DVD, wherever you want to. I would definitely not hesitate to go to theaters for it. It's a great movie to just show you that we can do better. That there is always room, and no matter how dark the situation seems, we can push onward. And that's really what I got from the movie, was that no matter how scared or how bad the situation looks, our God is great, and there's always a plan. I think that's where we're at with this movie. You know, and I think definitely my recommendation, go see it. Let me know if you've seen it in the comments down below. Have you seen it? Do you like it? Are you going to see it? Are you not going to see it? Let me know down below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and please tune in, subscribe to our channel. I'm putting new videos up all the time, trying to do more and more. Thank you so much. I'll see you next video.